All right, so here we are at the Banner Media Traffic module. Welcome back. Listen, I'm very excited about this one because I've got some really cool stuff that I'm going to show you and walk you through in this module that I think will really benefit you in your business, especially when we're talking about getting traffic to your sites, okay? You have probably noticed that this entire course, this entire class is all about, instant traffic, yes? And what I mean by instant traffic is, I'm talking about traffic that you don't have to wait gazillion years for to get. I'm not into that thing, and I don't, that's not my thing. With me, what I'd like to do is, if I place an ad today, I want to get results today, tomorrow, or in the next few days at the latest, okay? And so one of the methods that I have been implementing in my personal business for what it seems like forever now has been the Banner Media Traffic, okay? The concept is simple, but I have seen a lot of people, and I see this all the time, every day, is a lot of people are not doing this thing correctly, okay? And they're getting frustrated, they're wasting money, they're losing money, they are not getting the results that they're seeking. That's not going to be the case with you because I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly how I do it personally. And this has been working really well for me over the last several years, okay, that I have been doing this. The concept is simple. Like I said, it's not complicated. There is 3 steps that we need to have, or 3 key ingredients that we need when it comes to doing this correctly. And so what we're going to do is, let me give you kind of like the overview, the concept of how this thing is going to work, okay? So got me my good old marker, and let us draw this out for you. So here, we'll just say Banner Media Traffic. All right, so this is our focus for this module, yes? Cool, so we got 3 components here. First of all, obviously, is we need our offer. How can we offer? That's not how you spell offer. Can't you? It's difficult to spell on camera. All right. Offer. Second thing, what we need is we need, of course, our banner. Okay. And the last thing, what we need, thing number 3, is we need the good old distribution channel, okay? Of course, how we're going to distribute this, this banner. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through 3 of these components, okay? These 3 things. I'm going to walk you through this in great detail over the next several videos. And with the offer, we can go after the niche. We can go after niche products, or we can go after mass market. Okay, or we can go after the mass market products. When we're talking about banners, I will show you how to create a banner, okay? And where you can go to get some cool banners already created. When we're talking about distribution channel, we'll be talking about networks, okay? And I will walk you through and show you the awesome BBT method, okay? This is really cool. It's been working out really awesome for me. This BBT method I'm going to walk you through, so you definitely want to check that video out. So this is basically the outline of what we're going to talk about in this module. And of course, as always, I will keep things very simple, so it's easy for you to follow, easy for you to implement, and easy for you to get results in your business, because my goal is to help you get results, okay? The reason I want to do that is simple, because I want you to give me your testimonial. I want you to get results. I want you to make money in this game, and I want you to do it properly. And of course, if you implement this stuff, I can't make any promises. I'm not psychic. I don't know if you're going to implement this. I don't know if you're going to follow instructions. But here's what I do know. If you model this, and if you follow all these instructions, and you implement this in your business, okay, you will get really good results, because this stuff, this is exactly what I'm doing in my business to get just loads of traffic to my sites on a daily basis, okay? So with that being said, let's go and get to work. All right, so thing numero uno. What we're gonna do right now is get ourselves an offer, okay? Gotta have something to promote. Can't make no money with no offer. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through and show you exactly how to select an offer and how to do it properly, okay? I've been doing this thing for quite some time now. So far, it's worked out pretty well for me personally. And I think if you apply this, if you model this, if you apply this information in your business, you can probably do pretty good as well, okay? So if you're someone who's just getting started in this game, or heck, maybe you just want somebody to kind of take you by the hand, you know, and just kind of show you how to do this thing from A to Z. I don't know about you, but I have bought quite a few things, you know, quite a few products from different gurus in the past, especially when I was just first getting started in this industry. And they're just teaching theory, you know. They're just showing you PowerPoint is all. And sometimes you're like, man, if you can just show me how to do this thing in live in action, I can probably model that thing and I can probably make some things happen. So what I will do for the rest of this module here is I'm going to walk you through each one of those 3 steps and those 3 components that I have outlined in the first video, which is thing number 1, get an offer. Thing number 2, get a banner. And thing number 3 is distribute that banner through different distributional channels. Right? Simple stuff, nothing complicated, but I've seen a lot of people do this thing wrong. Okay, so you definitely want to pay attention, take notes, because you can actually just use this one method alone. You know, get an offer, get a banner, distribute that, and actually get traffic to your site, to that offer, whatever you're promoting, and actually make commissions just by utilizing this one method alone. Okay, like I said, it's worked out pretty well for me personally, so let me show you exactly how I do it. And I'm going to keep this very light, very easy, very, you know, step by step. So it's like kind of like you standing right here next to me and just kind of watching my computer screen. All right, we're going to record everything live on camera, right on the screen. And you can see everything, you know, how I'm going to do it from the beginning to the end. They're kind of like from A to Z process. Cool? So let's talk about offer selection first. You know, you can promote different things, like with banner advertising, with banner media traffic. The cool part about that is, you know, you don't have to go after just mass market products or anything, just specifically. You can promote pretty much anything you want to promote. What I'm going to do for this example purpose is I will just jump on ClickBank because I love ClickBank. And, you know, I promote quite a few things from ClickBank, making me money, so why not, right? But incidentally, CPA offers work really, really well with this method as well. So if you're into the CPA marketing, or you know, if you have an offer that you want to test out with CPA networks or whatever, this can probably work pretty good. I have tested both, and I've done both promotions. I did CPA offers, and I did just regular traditional, you know, affiliate marketing info products. Both work really, really well. Just because I think traditional affiliate marketing, like info products type stuff, is more popular, so I'll just stick with ClickBank example. But you can go to sites like pay.com, you know, you can go to ClickBank, or you can just do the good old, you know, CPA offers if you, you know, if you want to do that. All of that will work fine. Heck, you can even take, you know, and promote like physical stuff, you know, Commission Junction, or you can promote Amazon products as well. You know, I prefer info products just because the profit margin is bigger on those. But let me show you how I do this personally. Okay, so let me go ahead and jump to the. Let's jump online. What do you say? And let's do this like real time. Okay, so you can watch how I do this. All right, let me pull up my browser here. Great, and we'll go to clickbank.com. clickbank.com. Now, if you are not registered with ClickBank, get registered. It doesn't cost a penny to do that, but they have a lot of products that you can promote, a lot of you know, different niches and whatnot, and you can promote just a bunch of different stuff. Really, really good place. I love ClickBank. They are. I can't even speak today. What the heck with that? They are awesome. All right. And I think this is probably one of the best, if not the best, marketplaces on the entire internet for, you know, affiliates. Okay, so if you don't have an account with ClickBank, you'll just go here to where it says affiliates. There's 2 sides to ClickBank. There is the affiliates and there's vendors. Okay, affiliates are guys like you and me, where we just promote other people's stuff. And vendors, these are people with products. These are product developers, and these are people that create products, and they put on ClickBank Marketplace for guys like us to promote. Okay. So if you don't have an account, just go to affiliates, click on learn more, click on sign up now, go through this sign up form here. It's going to take you about 3.75 seconds and you should be good to go. All right, nothing complicated, really, really easy process, and it's, like I said, it's free, doesn't cost a penny. Now, but if you already have an account, we'll go to Marketplace right here. Click on Marketplace, and let's take a look at something here. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to categories here. All right, and as you can see here, they have a bunch of different categories. Like I said, you can promote niche-specific products, or you can go after mass market products. And an example of a mass market product would be something like make money type products, lose weight type products, look younger, feel great, that kind of stuff that everybody wants. And then niche specific products would be something like, we got arts and entertainment categories here. We got betting systems. We got business investing, computers. So for example, if you're like into cooking, right, and you want to check out that category, like this is like really niche specific. Maybe you're into like recipes, or maybe you know how to cook and you just want to promote stuff in there. You can do that. It's going to work out pretty well, but you got to do a little bit of homework, okay? And it's fun, okay? It's easy, but you got to do it. So let me show you, if you are going after niche-specific products, let me show you what you need to do first, okay? So let's pick something here. Let's go, speaking of cooking, let's just click on cooking. This is not, this is not a mass market product, obviously, so this is for specific niche market. So when we click on this category here, of course, this middle section here is, we have our products here, okay? So we can promote all these different products in this category, and there are a total of 217 different products for this category, all right? So here's what we're gonna do. Here's the first thing I'm gonna do. Like I said, I need to do a little bit of homework, and just to kind of see if, what my market is gonna look like for that niche, okay? And the way I'm gonna do this is like this. I will open up another window, excuse me, and I will go to Google Keyword Tool, okay? Google Keyword Tool, you have probably heard me say this and watched me actually do this from some of the other modules here, but we want to open up this Google Keyword Tool, and we're gonna do something here. All right, so let's say if I want to promote this first product. By the way, here is of course, it shows us the average dollars per sale that we're going to earn from promoting this particular product. Okay, $16 per sale. I want to have something that would be at least $50 per sale. Okay, so $16, that's not really attractive to me personally. For you, it's going to depend. If you want to do that, great, go after it. Personally, I typically don't promote anything if it's under $45 or $50, that range. So obviously, the higher the amount per sale in commissions, the better it is for me, right? Just more money in my pocket. Cool. But I'm going to tell you, what I'm looking for when I'm selecting a product. But the first thing I'm looking for is if there is a market, okay, and how big my marketplace, like what's my the crowd of people, what's my herd of people that I'm going to market to that particular product. And I just want to make sure that I have enough people to market to with that particular product. So if I want to promote this first product here, for example, okay, which is the paleo recipe book.
Let's face it.
Whatever that however you say that. I want to know like how big my market is for this product. Personally, I have no idea. Okay, I really have no idea. So let's take a look at how we would do that. All right, I will open this up here. You can just open the actual sales page for this product, as you can see here. Okay, this is it's a long form sales letter, which is good. It's got a lot of content, written content on it. And I'm just going to copy this URL, okay, this actual product URL right here. No HTTP included, just the URL.com, okay, like that. And I'm going to copy this thing, and I will go to my Google Keyword Tool, okay, and I will paste this URL where it says website over here, okay, because I want to know what niche we're going to be targeting here. So I'm going to paste it in here, and of course I need to enter this CAPTCHA, so let me do that, REAFONS, and then XCHA, what do you think that is? XCHASICP, I think, right? So let's check it out. Yes. All right, so instead of going after like word or phrase like keyword, I'm actually pasting this website here, and then based on this website, so what Google is going to do, what this keyword tool is going to do, is it will search this website and it's going to scan this website from top to bottom, all right? And it's going to tell me, based on these keywords and based on what this site is all about, it's going to go out there and it's going to tell me what my marketplace is like, okay, for that particular product. And what I want to do is over here on the left, I want to change the broad to say exact, okay, just like that. And so I want to know exactly, like I want to narrow it down and just really target it, and so I know exactly what my marketplace is like for that particular thing, okay. And so over here I'm going to sort this by the highest searched monthly, okay. So here we are, we have, here's our keywords based on this sales letter, okay. So it went out and it scanned this sales letter and it's given us some keywords relevant to this particular product. So keywords we're looking at is easy recipes, and it's easy recipes is getting 74,000 searches per month. And remember, this is exact. All right, so this is not like broad or anything. This is exact, which is really, really important for me to know. Okay, but easy recipes, that's still kind of like general term. Healthy meals, this is more targeted now. This is getting more specific. We got 27,000, which is still good. Now, paleo recipe, which is incidentally, look at this. This is exactly what this is. Right? The paleo recipe book. So we got a marketplace where we got 27,000 searches per month, and these are exact phrase searches per month on Google. All right, looking for the exact same thing what we are just looking at, okay, with ClickBank. So this is pretty good news for me. And so typically, like the rule of thumb for me is, anything that's like above 20,000 and higher would be pretty good. Now, if it only had, like, for example, 2,000 searches per month, I would probably not go after that market or after that product, because the market is just not there. 2,000 searches per month globally for that product that's not really good. Okay, but anything that's probably 20,000 plus would be something I would consider promoting. Make sense? All right, so that's the first thing I'm looking at is how big the marketplace for whatever I want to promote. That's thing number one. Thing number two I'm looking for is the dollars per sale, average dollars per sale. Like I said, for me personally, my preference is at least $45 to $50. The higher, the better. Okay, so this is $16. That's something I would not promote. So this is, this product would be out. Now, another thing I'm looking for is a thing called gravity, which this is important. Okay, I want you to pay close attention here. ClickBank has a formula. Well, check it out. There's 217 products just in the cooking category. Okay, as you can see here, and so ClickBank has this formula that's about a mile long, and they're taking into consideration everything, like how many people are promoting that product, how many people are buying that product, what the sales ratios are, and all that good stuff. They're taking into consideration like everything, and they are basically narrowing everything down to a little number, and they call it the gravity number. Okay, and so gravity is important. The higher this number, that means this product is doing pretty good. Okay, so I'm looking for gravity to be at least 50, okay, minimum of 50 in gravity, and obviously the bigger that number, the better it is, okay? That means the product is converting good, other people are promoting it, and because, the gravity is high, basically it tells me that there is a lot of affiliates promoting that product, and what it tells me is that the product is probably converting pretty good. Otherwise, why would a lot of people promote it if the product wasn't converting? Does that make sense? Heavy stuff, yeah, I know. And the third thing, or actually fourth thing, this is going to be the fourth thing I'm looking for, is the Facebook likes number. Okay, ClickBank just integrated this just recently here, And basically what this number tells me, this is not as important, but still something I might, just kind of look at it just to see how it's doing. What this basically means is, how many people are liking this product, okay? And if there is a product with like 5 likes on it, and there's a product with like 2,000 likes on it, the one with the 5 likes is probably, I would wonder why only 5 people liking that product. You know what I mean? If this product has like 2,000 people liking it, it's probably a good product overall. Make sense? Because I'm not going to buy every single product I'm going to promote. Okay, so I don't really know like how, what the quality of the product or how, how the product is like on the inside, if it's good quality, if it's just junk or whatever. And I'll just gauge that by hopefully, by this number of likes and also gravity. So if these numbers, the gravity number is above over 50, and obviously the higher the better, and this Facebook likes number is, of course, the higher it is, the better for us. If these two numbers are looking good, then I think I would assume that the product's content or the actual product is actually pretty good. And the reason it's important for me is because, if I promote a junk product, I'll probably have high refund rates, right? Which is not good for me as an affiliate, because I will spend all this money promoting this stuff. And if people don't like the product or whatever, and they refund, of course, it's going to come out of my commissions for next, for next pay period. Right, and I don't want that to happen. So obviously I want my refunds to be as low as possible so I can bank as much commissions as humanly possible. It just makes sense, right? So that's how I select a product. And obviously I'm not going to go after this recipe. I'll just go after something that's more mass market product. So let's go back to Marketplace here, and let us take a look at the categories here. You know what? I'll just go and take a look at this e-business and e-marketing, because this is all about making money type products, and I know this is a mass market category or mass market products. A lot of people want that. So let's take a look at what's going on over here. What I can do, and what you can do, is we can actually sort this by where it says sort results by. You see this? We can actually sort it by gravity. All right, by gravity, and it's gonna give you all the highest gravity products first. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'll just pick something from this category to promote, and we'll just move on. All right, so here we have products, like I said, $37 per sale. Gravity is looking pretty good. Facebook likes 214. That's kind of low, but it's all right. I can probably live with that. Here we have $33 per sale. Gravity is pretty good. 1,000 likes, pretty good. $45 per sale. That's something I might consider. Just kind of maybe take a look at the product. The sales letter, see what that is. This one is $50 per sale here. Here's a good example here. $50 per sale. Gravity looking all right. 337, but we only got 25 likes. So what the heck with that? What's up with that? Do people not liking this product? I mean, is this just, I don't know. So again, I would probably pass that. Let me see here. $42. This one, this one is 33 per sale. 35, 26. Look at this one here. We got $164 per sale. But check this out here. Initial sale. All right. Dollar amount is $26.77. So what this tells me, and this is another little trick and little secret I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let's take a look at this product here, for example. Okay, good example here. Initial sale. Okay, so this is how much the initial product is selling for. $25.93, or this is actually initial sales commissions. Okay, $25, and average dollar per sale is $26.58. So this tells me that this person does not have or his sales funnel is not very strong. Make sense? Now take a look at this one here. This one has initial sale commission of $26.77, but take a look at the average dollar per sale is $164. Do you know what this means? This means that this product is going to be a lot easier to sell because it's only, it's low entry point on the front end, right? It's, $26 in commission, and, he's paying out up to 100% commission. So I would assume this product is probably, selling for $27 or $37. on the front end, which is, you know, easy entry point, right, for this type of stuff. But average dollars per sale is 164. So this tells me that this person or this vendor has a pretty solid and pretty strong sales funnel. You know, he's got upsells and he's got other things that people are buying once they are, you know, once they started the sales process or once they got into the sales funnel. Make sense? So this is good for me as an affiliate because my average, you know, commissions per sale is going to be $164.19 according to ClickBank. Okay, so this is something I would consider promoting. So let's check this out. We're gonna click on this, and this is happens to be Millionaire Society, which is
this is a product.
All right, so this person has, and I know this guy personally. He's got a video sales letter here. Friend, I'm sorry, you know, I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but we got tractors and whatnot just removing snow right behind. Right next to my office here. So if you're hearing that noise, I apologize. They decided to do this right when I'm recording the video. Weird people, I'm telling you. All right, so back to what we're talking about. So this guy is, you know, he's got a video sales letter, which probably converts pretty good because he's got a good gravity. So let me go ahead and pick this product to promote, okay? I'm gonna promote this particular product. So I'm gonna click on promote link here. And again, if you have a ClickBank account, you will just simply enter your ClickBank nickname in here. All right, and we'll click create, and it will give me this URL. All right, this long, ugly looking URL, which is fine. We're gonna wrap that up, and it's not gonna be as important to us, right? But we're gonna take a look at this, copy this URL, and I just want to be sure that it's actually working. I will open up a new browser and just paste this URL in my affiliate link in a new browser. Boom, the sales page comes up. Looks awesome. All right, so we are good to go. So I have my product selected, right? So this is the product I'm going to promote. Again, you know, if you want to kind of like just model and do exactly what I'm doing here on screen, feel free to do that. But I want you to be creative. You know, this is an example of how to do this. I want you to, you know, do your research. You know, maybe you're going to promote other stuff. Going to check out health and fitness. You know, it's a mass market product. Check out like educational type stuff. You know, mass market product. You know what I mean? Or maybe maybe your passion is like, you know, woodworking or whatever, you know, or cooking or some other weird thing. You know, just do what you want to, you know, what you feel comfortable, right? I'm just showing you, you know, what I would do from A to Z. But this doesn't mean that you have to pick the same exact product which, you know, that I'm picking on this video, because depending when you're watching this, you know, obviously things change and new products come on board, and you know, some products you know, get taken off or whatever. I'm just showing you the process. Okay, I'm not showing you exactly what to promote. I'm just showing you the process of how to do this thing. All right, so this is how you pick a product. In the next video, we're going to talk about how to create a banner or how to get banners for that particular product, and you know, and how to do that in, like, you know, step-by-step process. All right, so that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Shicky boom. All right, so we got an offer. Thing number 2, what we need is to get us some good old banners to promote our offer, get some traffic to it, and of course make some money, right? Gotta make some money. All right, so here is the easiest, probably the fastest way for you to get some banners to your affiliate promotion, to your affiliate offer. Now, this can work for, you know, on CPA networks. It can work on, I know it works on with ClickBank and, you know, at pay.com. Pretty much any affiliate networks that you go to will have this option. All right, and the option is basically getting the banners that's already provided to you by the vendor and just grabbing those, promote. You don't even have to do anything. Really, really simple. I'm going to walk you through and show you how it's done. All right, thing number 2, or way number 2 you can go about this is creating your own banners. Now, probably not likely that you're going to do that unless you are creating your own product, or maybe you you know, you want to promote something and the vendor, the product owner, did not provide any banners for you, which is unlikely, but sometimes it might happen. Now, especially with, you know, maybe if you're promoting affiliate products that are like physical products, of Commission Junction, or maybe Amazon products or stuff like that. You know, if you're into that thing, usually there is no banners provided, and so you will need to get some banners created. Okay. And of course, I'm going to show you some ways or some resources and tell you how I personally create my own banners for my products, because I do create products, and I'm an affiliate as well as a vendor, and have a bunch of products of myself. And so I'm going to tell you exactly where I go to create banners if I need to create some banners. And the beautiful part about that is, you know what? I don't even have to do it. All right, I just go to the place and just give them some money, and they give me some banners 24 hours later. It works really, really nice for both of us. All right, so let's jump over to ClickBank right now, and let me show you how to get some banners. All right, so here's the deal. All of these products obviously are somebody else's products. Okay, makes sense. So somebody else has created this product, and they are interested in selling this product, right? Of course, it's in their best interest to attract as many affiliates and people like us to promote their stuff. Why? Because they created the product. It's on ClickBank Marketplace, and guys like us, we're gonna pick the product and we're gonna promote it. They don't even have to do anything. They don't even have to spend any money, and they're getting 50% commissions on every sale. All right, sometimes 70, but you get the point, right? They don't have to do anything. They just did the work once, and affiliates pick it up, affiliates promote it, affiliates spend the money on advertisement, and everybody's happy because affiliate guys like ourselves, we don't have to create that product. We can just get an affiliate link. Yeah, we promoted it, but we make money for the product that we did not create. Makes sense? And it's good for the vendor because the vendor makes money, because they created the product, and they don't have to promote it. They just let affiliates, guys like ourselves, promote it. So it's in their best interest to give us as many tools as possible to promote their product. Okay? So if you are picking a product off of ClickBank, 99.9% of the time, these vendors will give us a link to the affiliate resource center, okay, where we can get our materials, including banners, to promote. And it's going to look something like this. If you look at the product description, so we're back to cooking now. By the way, I checked out the product that I showed you in the last video that I picked to promote, Millionaire Society, that product, remember? And his setup is different. He is, he's doing it a little bit weird to where it's different than what you will see like 99.9% of the time with everybody else. Okay, so that's why instead of me showing you that setup of getting banners, I'm going to show you what you're going to see about 99.9% of the time. Okay, just because, like I said, I'm not showing you this to tell you what product to promote. In fact, I checked out that affiliate, that Millionaire Society offer, and it turns out that he just changed his sales video, and he's promoting his Millionaire Society, but his pitch is, he's talking about traffic generation. So it's not really congruent, which it makes me a little bit uncomfortable to actually promote that because the message is not, I can't stand behind that 100%. So let me show you, this video is all about how to get your banners. Okay, so I'm not here to show you what product to promote. I just want to show you the process of getting your banners for whatever product you want to promote. Make sense? So here's how you do it on ClickBank. And this is going to be very much similar, like I said, on pretty much all of the affiliate networks. So we got our product description, and almost always we will have something like over here, get banners and promotional materials at. See this? And here's a link. Boom, right here. So if we go here, okay, and just open this up in a new tab right here. All right, and we just want to get to the affiliate zone or affiliate promotional page, promotion page, and boom, voila, look at this. We got some banners, okay, 250 by 250, different banner sizes here, different versions of banners, 125 by 125, you see this? We got the skyscrapers here, we got all kinds of stuff, right? So here's what you're gonna do, okay? In the next video, I'm gonna show you how to distribute these banners. So pay attention here, especially if this stuff is like new to you, okay? So there's two ways that distribution networks or different websites where we're gonna place these banners will ask you for your banner. They can ask you for an image of your banner, okay? Which in this case, you will just need to go here and just right click on the banner and just save image as and save it onto your desktop, okay? So that way you can just open it up right from your desktop here. Right here, I just saved one of their banners. Actually, this one. See that here? So I just saved an image on my desktop. Okay, so that's this they can ask you for just an image, and so you gotta save that. Now, second thing, usually what will happen is they will just ask for the banner code, which in this case is this code right here. That's right below the banner here. Okay. This code right here. So you just grab that, just copy that code. Now here's where you need to pay close attention, especially if this stuff is new to you. Okay, if you look at the first URL here in the code, which is this this right here, okay, this right here. It says HTTP :// and then xxxxx dot whatever dot hub.clickbank.net. All right, so this is your affiliate link, and you got to be very careful because over here you got to insert your affiliate nickname or your ClickBank nickname, your ClickBank username. All right, whatever that is. So you just replace the xxxxx part with your actual ClickBank nickname. Okay, just like that. If you don't do this, you will not get commissions for your sales, and you don't want that to happen, do you? You want to get some, you want to make some money, of course. That's why you're watching these videos. That's why you invested in this course. Okay, so don't forget to replace that thing with your actual ClickBank nickname. Okay, and then you just copy that code and just give it to the banner place wherever we're going to distribute these banners. All right, so let's go back here. Let's go back to ClickBank. Take a look at another one here. As you can see here, this place also gives us the link for their banners. All right. Now here is an example of a vendor that does not provide his link to his promotional materials in his product description, which in my opinion, they are making a mistake by not doing that. All right. So for example, you might come across a product that looks like this. It's in the top right there. The gravity might look pretty. Actually, the gravity is not good for this one, anyways. Okay, but let's say if the gravity was good on this one and you wanted to promote this, and there is like no link to the affiliate center, okay, for this product. Here's what you can do: just click on the actual product, okay, and like 99.999999% of the time, if you scroll all the way down, all right, on the page, you will see a link that's going to say something like affiliates. All right, right here, boom. See that? Affiliates. You just click on the affiliates link, and of course he wants you to opt in, which all right, we can click on this here to bypass the opt-in link or opt-in box, and here it's taking us to his affiliate promotional center. See this? And there is a place for us to get some banners right here. Okay, that's how you get banners. That's how you get banners from affiliate product promotions from ClickBank specifically. Okay, really simple. Yes, nothing to it, nothing complicated. Makes sense. So if when you pick the product, you go to their affiliate promotional center, get the banners, you're good to go. All right. Now, so here's how you get banners. If you are, if you have your own product and if you need to create banners yourself, here's how you can do it. All right. If you look up right below these videos here on this page, and if you look all the way down, we got the Banner Media Traffic Resources area here, see? And the two places I have dealt with personally myself, and these people are awesome, and that's why I added them into the resource, is, you can go to them and they can create you some banners for reasonable price, and turnaround time is really, really, really quick, okay? For example, $20 banner place here, we click on that, it's going to take us to their place. Their turnaround time is about 24 hours. Okay, and if you get here, you want to choose this marketers pack. That's only if you want to create your own banners for yourself. Okay, I recommend this marketers pack. It's $24.60 per banner. Looks like here. The whole pack is going to cost you $197. It is Google friendly, so you can just click on order now. By the way, you can talk to these people. They are awesome. They have really, really good customer service. But it's really, really simple process. You just select what banner type you want. Animated GIF is the one that will flash and and change colors and whatnot. If you want to have that kind of banner, you just say animated. If you want to have static, static is the one that does not blink or anything. It's just kind of static, just stays there. And over here, where you're going to put add copy for your banner. So for example, if I was promoting that recipe book, right? What you want to do here, and this is important, like especially if you have your own product as well, here is how like the banner ad copy writing 101. All right, so if you are promoting, for example, a money making product, let's say if it's your product and you need to create marketing messages for that, specifically banners. People don't buy features, people buy benefits. If your product is how to make money online, well, people don't buy how to make money online product. People buy what that product can do for them. Make sense? It's the time freedom, it's maybe financial freedom, it's the ability to travel, the ability to, maybe bring their wife back from work and retire their husband and whatnot. You see what I'm saying? So in your banner message, like you don't want to have your product messages in there. You want to have the core message, that core desire, what your customer wants to get from your product. You want to have that message in your banner. Does that make sense? Okay. Again, it's basic stuff, but so many people have seen it. So many people just overlook that thing, and then they're wondering why their banners don't convert. Okay. Even a lot of vendors, don't understand this part. They might have their product name in the banner or whatnot, and that's not really important. What that prospect is really after and what really will get his attention is that core desire, that core main benefit of what your product can do for them. Okay, so that's what you want to portray. So let's take a look at, for example, recipe. We're talking about recipe books here. Let's say if I was to create a banner for this product here, the one that we looked at. Not that I'm going to promote it, but just to give you an example here. Okay, so I would look at the actual sales letter and I would pull out, what would make this product, what would be like the core main benefit for this product, for the user. What would the user want to get from this, or the customer want to get from this product? Okay, so here we got, looks like 395 pages, over 370 recipes, full of photos. So these people, these customers, or these prospects are looking for recipes, right? But they're not really looking for like any type of recipes. I would, my hallucination would be that, they're probably looking for the best recipe in the world. Yeah. So here's how I would word my banner. Okay, and again, this is just me creating this on the fly. All right, I would say something like over. I'll say something like get over 370 world's best recipes. Of course, got to do the spell check here. Actually, over 370 world's best recipes. Get instant access now. Click here. Okay. Something like that. Of course, you would have to, probably think just a little bit longer on that and come up with something a little bit more creative. But just to give you an example, right? So they're looking for recipes, but they're not just looking for just any type of recipes. I would assume they're looking for something like world's best, like the tastiest recipes, or like the best, whatever, right? This would be a good example. Like the keyword here would be like the world's best recipes. People want to know like what's like the world's best recipe, right? For whatever they want or whatever they're doing. And special notes here, if obviously if you are creating the banner for your product, you would enter your product URL so they can embed it into your banner code. Okay, and here you have different sizes of banners. Here 728 by 90. Yeah, of course, this is a pack, so we're gonna have 8 different banners in here. Okay, it's gonna cost us $197. What I would do here is, all the other banners here, I would just use the same information from the first banner here. So we would just have, you know, same text, same message, just different banner sizes. Like this one is 728 by 90, this one is 468 by 60, 120 by 600, and that kind of thing, right? So here's what I'm going to tell you. The ultimate position you want to be in is, of course, you want to have your own product. Okay. Remember, like I told you, these people here on ClickBank, these vendors, that's where you want to be at, because they created the product once, they did the work once, and guys like you and me, affiliates, right? We're pushing that product out. We're spending our own money to advertise that product. Yeah, we're making 50%, so we're happy. But guess what? That vendor, he is getting free traffic and he's getting free sales. And he doesn't need 100%. He just needs 50%. But because he's got like 100, 200 people promoting that thing, you know, it makes him money on autopilot. So the ultimate position you want to be in is you want to be a product vendor. You want to be a product creator. Does that make sense? Okay. Give you a little commercial here, commercial break for something that you might be, you know, if you want to be, you know, in this position here, if you want to have other people promoting your own stuff, if you really want to master this money-making thing, you know, this online money-making thing, you might want to check out Global Success Club. Okay, if you are not a member of Global Success Club, what are you thinking? You know, because we teach you how to be over here. You know, how to come up with your own product, how to have other people promote your own product. Make sense? So just a quick thing for you. If you haven't checked out Global Success Club, you know, go to globalsuccessclub.com, check it out, because it will, you know, I teach you. That's one of my main courses, and I'm teaching you how to get over here. You know, how to make lots and lots of, say it with me, lots of money. All right, by having your own product out there. I'm talking about 6 figures, multiple 6 figures, and into 7-figure income. Really, really realistic if you are a product owner. Okay, so that's how you get banners. Simple stuff. I told you it's not complicated. Very, very simple thing. Again, I don't want to tell you what to promote. This is not the main point of my video here, okay? I want to just show you the process of how to get banners. So in the last video, I showed you how to pick an offer. And again, the offer that I showed you in that example, just a demonstration purpose, okay? That's not the offer that you want to promote. Just the demonstration purposes. You want to come up with, you know, and get something that you want to promote, okay? Step number 2 is to get yourself a banner. And so to get yourself a banner, I could probably explain this in about 3 minutes. But again, I don't want to cheat you out of information. I want to kind of, you know, give you as much information as possible so you can be, so you know what's going on, okay? And again, to get the banners, just go to their, you know, affiliate center, and you know, you'll 99.9% of the time you will get their banners there. If you want to create your own banners, look right below this video in the resource section. Go to those places recommended, cool places to work with, cool people and cool companies to work with to get your banners created. Okay, that's how you create your banners. In the next video, I'm going to walk you through and show you actually how to distribute your banners to different websites so we can start getting some traffic. And really, that's where the rubber is going to meet the road. Okay, is getting traffic to your website. It's really simple stuff, not complicated. So let me show you exactly how I do it. And now we're going to take a look at actually how do you distribute your banners to different sites and start getting some traffic to your affiliate promotions or whatever it is that you're promoting and make some money. All right, so let's take a look at some banner networks that you can use for promoting your stuff, promoting your banners. Specifically, you know, when we're talking about banner media traffic, I mean, this concept is very, very simple. You know, it's not complicated. The main thing, like I said, probably the key ingredient is to have the right offer that's going to convert. Okay, so in a couple of videos ago, I showed you how to do that. Second thing is creating a banner. No big deal, right? Easy. Just go get yourself a banner. You have a banner. So now we need to distribute these banners. Again, this step is super simple. Here's how you do it. You know what I actually decided to do is I have decided to switch the offer I'm going to promote. All right, just because the first one I showed you in I think a couple of videos ago was his setup, like I said, is not your normal typical setup. Okay, so I don't want to confuse you. What I'm going to show you is, again, this is not to show you what offer to promote. This is just the process of how to get your banner out there. Okay, so of course you're not going to be promoting the same thing that I'm going to show you right now, and this is how the process is going to be like 99.9% of the time. All right, so what I'm going to do is I will actually pick this offer right here, which is fast cash commissions. All right, it's going to pay out $42 on average sale. We got a gravity of 312, pretty good, and we got 1,000 likes on Facebook. All right, so this is looking pretty good. All right, I'm going to promote this right here. Again, just demonstration purposes for you. This does not mean that you have to promote this same thing. In fact, you can be promoting cooking stuff, you can be promoting weight loss, you can be promoting, different offers. This is just the process of getting your stuff out there and start getting traffic to your banners. All right. If you look right below this video here, all right, we got some banner media networks that I have found to be working really, really well for me over the last several years that I have been running this method, and still do this. All of these will work pretty much the same. What we want to do is we want to go to these networks and we want to do what's called self-service banner placement. Okay, where we actually pick where do we need our banners to go. We pick the category and we have full control over where we want our stuff to show. Okay. One cool place that I'm going to show you here is this thing called Buy Sell Ads. This little cool place. Now this is just an awesome place that you can advertise with. Okay, they got different categories. Like if you go here, I don't want to take like an hour to explain this to you because this thing is really simple. All right, I will just tell you, give you like the key points of some of the things that you need to know. Okay, when it comes to buying banners from networks like these. All right, when you get here, of course we want to buy ads, and we are going to be an advertiser. So we want to buy some ads. We're going to go to browse inventory, and we want to select our category. All right. Now you can search by keywords like make money or whatever your offer is. Cooking, for example. If you go and do cooking, let's say if you're promoting some cooking offers, it will give you different sites where you can place your banners. Okay, pretty cool. So you don't have to do any of the manual hard labor type work. You just go here based on this keyword. It's going to give you qualified sites for you to get qualified targeted traffic for your banner. Okay, and again, remember, you already have an offer, you already have a banner. It's just a matter of paying them some money and they will get your banner distributed. So for example, this first site that pops up here, all woman style here, it's gonna cost you $20 to place a banner on this site. It gets over 403,000 impressions per month. Okay, and if we click on full details here, it should give us a little bit of information here on what's going on here. Let's see here. Let's go full details. Okay, right here. So it's given us their Alexa ranking, 10,000. It's given us the compete, delicious saves, followers on Facebook, Facebook likes, all the good stuff. So it's given us a lot of really useful information. And so these are the different banners that we can get. Okay, you can see here 125 by 125. These are different banner sizes. Okay, we have 125 by 25, obviously different pages. My recommendation, and this is one thing I'm going to recommend you do, I have found that 125 by 125 banner size is not really good conversion size banner. Okay, this is just a tiny box that gets placed with like a whole bunch of different similar size banners, and it's just not, it just doesn't stand out. Okay, what I have found to be working the best from my personal experience is the bigger size banners, and of course we don't have them here because they're all looks like 125 by 125. So let me see if I can show you this on another page here. Let's take a look at category business and marketing. Okay, let's take a look at this category here real quick. So over here, of course, we have a lot of different sites. In fact, we got 120 results. Okay, so right there you have 120 sites that you can potentially advertise on, potentially targeted. Now, not all of these are going to be laser targeted for what I have, for what the offer that I have selected. excuse me. So I will need to kind of go through, through some of these sites, just kind of glance through them and kind of niche it out just a little bit better, just target it just a little bit better, okay? So for example, let's say here, I have no idea what this is, but I'm looking for something that, because my offer is fast cash commissions, right? So it's talking about making money fast. I want a site to be targeted for people who are looking for, or giving advice or selling information about how to make money or how to work from home, that kind of stuff. So stuff like, who unfollowed me? This sounds like a Twitter site or Twitter related site. Digital inspiration sounds like something to do with digital, maybe electronics or something like that. Justunfollow.com, again, these are probably not the the like highly targeted sites that I would go on, but I'm looking for something that would be, search engine journal. This potentially could be a good one here. YouTube layout resource. Okay, let's take a look at the second page here. Make money online. Look at this. This is very targeted, right? So for 30 days, I'm going to pay him $39, and my banner is going to be there for 30 days. Okay? Pretty sweet deal. They're getting 367,000 impressions per month. And if we click on, view details here, it's giving me their Alexa ranking. So look at this. Even though they're all sold out, but I guarantee you, if you just check back in, a few days, some of these will open up. So here's a good example of a good size banner that I have found to be very effective. Okay, as far as sizes are concerned here, it would be 300 by 250. Okay, this would be a good size banner. 468 by 60 is another good one. 125 by 125. I don't recommend that one because I have found that to be not very effective. Here's an example of 125 by 125. See, there's just a little box, like on the side, and it's usually just all jam-packed together with other banners that are similar size or actually identical size, 125 by 125, and it just doesn't really stand out. What you want to do is you want to have your banner to be as like the biggest size possible, and preferably so it just stands, it's all like standalone. Another tip I'm going to give you that I have found to be very useful for me in my business when it comes to banner marketing is that if possible, you want to get your banner placed above the fold. Okay? So what I mean by above the fold is, when the page opens up, okay, on which you advertise, as soon as the page opens up, you want your banner to be shown like right there, so they don't have to scroll down to see your banner. And I have found that to be, to give me a significant bump in conversions when I advertise above the fold and when I have my banner above the fold. Okay, so a couple of tips there for you. But for example, if I was to, if any of these would be available, specifically like the 300 by 20 by 250, I would just click on Buy Now and go through the checkout process, enter your banner URL or upload your banner image, and you're good to go. Okay, it's really as simple as that when it comes to finding banners on these or banner sites to advertise on with your offer. Okay, let's take a look at this here. Work Awesome. This could be a good one here. Facebook poster, article, blogger tricks. So if you have any type of blogger related offer, this could be a good place to advertise on. As you can see here, if you make money online SEO, if you have any SEO related type products, freelance folder, this could be a good one here. They are charging $4 per 1,000 impressions. Okay, and they get 172,000 impressions per month. Okay, we take a look at this one here. So for example, 300 by 250 banner size, okay, 550 per 1,000 impressions, which is pretty good deal. You can buy it now. All right, when you click on Buy It Now, just go through the checkout process and you are good to go. Really as simple as that. I mean, I wish I could tell you that it's harder. It's not. It's really just as simple as that. The cool benefit about these network sites is that you don't have to, everything's like all in one place. You can just go through this, just kind of scroll down, take a look at some sites. If it looks good, buy your ad, boom, it's out there, and it's going to be there for 30 days. Okay, now here's what you need to do when it comes to tracking, because of course you need to track your clicks and you need to track which sites are going to convert for you, right? So here's how you do it. In the right below this video, or actually not right below this video, but if you scroll all the way up, if you go to the special bonuses page, okay, I am giving you some pretty cool resources here. All right, this Tracker 123 technology. This is a really cool tracker technology that will track your clicks. Okay, how many clicks, unique clicks, you are getting to your stuff. All right. Of course, you can use other third-party trackers like BudURL, Bitly, or Hop URL, that kind of stuff. Hypertracker.com. All of these are like paid, paid sources, especially if you want to track your unique clicks. Okay. Tracker 123. I have created this for myself initially to use. You know what? I'll just give it to you. All right. I'll just give it to you. Go ahead and use it. You have invested in this course. I want you to get results, so you can go ahead and use the Tracker 123 technology. Here's how it would work. Okay, so let me show you how to set this up. When you are submitting your link, okay, or specifically, let's say if I'm promoting this fast cash commissions right here, here's how I would set my link up. Okay, with banners. Check it out. Pay close attention. First, I'm going to click on promote to get my link. Right. I'm going to enter my ClickBank nickname here. All right, click on create, and it's going to give me this encrypted URL, this link. I'm going to click on copy. I will come back to my Tracker 123 software here. This tool, I'm going to click on add new. And of course, you have your own account, so this is just a demonstration for you how it's going to work. All right, so general title, this will be fast cash commissions, and I'll just say, I'll just take a look at where I'm going to promote it, so I know where my clicks are coming from. Okay, and in this example, let's say that I'm promoting on this freelance folder site. Okay, and of course you want to keep track of, where you promote your stuff at, so it will be easy for you to track this stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to say freelance folder. Okay, so this is the site, and over here where it says links, I will just paste my affiliate link, okay, that we just created on ClickBank. All right, I'm going to come back over here and click on submit links. Okay, so here it's given me this track link. So I'm going to take this track link right now. I'm going to copy this link, and I'm going to come back to my marketplace, my ClickBank marketplace, and I need to get a banner, right? I need to get my code for this banner to submit to that network, to that website, to that banner, to the site where we're going to advertise our banner on. Okay, so I will go here and access their affiliate blog. Open this in a new tab here. Okay, so if we go to promotional tools, and we should see some banners. All right, so here's where we get our banners. Now, remember in the last video I showed you this piece of code thingy here. Okay, we need to replace, this is our affiliate URL, this is our affiliate link, right? Well, we just created, remember just a second ago I clicked on that promote little button, and it gave me my affiliate link. It was encrypted, right? So my affiliate link really right now is this one, because see, if I go and I copy this right here, we open up a new tab here and I just paste it here. See, this site comes up. This site comes up right now. All right, you gotta stop the video. And that's my affiliate site. All right, so when I promote this banner, when I promote this link inside of my banner, when somebody clicks on that banner, they'll end up on this site, and when somebody makes a purchase here, of course I get the credit. But check this out. What happens here is when we come back to our Tracker 123 tool, and I go ahead and refresh this right now, see, it's going to show me that I had one visit to my affiliate offer. Make sense? So that's why it's important for me to track. So I'm going to insert this affiliate, my affiliate link that's now wrapped up in this tracker code. okay, for my tracker 123, and I'm going to insert that. Where's my thing? Over here. Okay, so this very first URL in the quotes, I'm going to delete this, and I'm going to insert my actual tracker URL. All right, so then this way, when somebody clicks on this banner, okay, when somebody clicks on this banner, they'll get redirected to my affiliate sales page. All right, and that will be tracked over here in my tracker 123. Am I losing you here? Hope this makes sense to you. It's really, really simple. You might have to rewatch this. I mean, if this doesn't make sense to you, I'm pretty sure if you watch this like 3 times, it's gonna probably make sense to you, and it's gonna be crystal clear to you on exactly how this setup works. Okay, but it's simple. You wrap your affiliate link into the tracker 123, or you wrap it up into the tracker URL, and you want to insert this tracker URL in your banner code. Okay, just like that. So if I was to, submit this banner code on the, when I buy this right here. So let's say my banner size that I want to buy here is going to be 300 by 250. Well, let's take a look at if this size is available here for these banners, 300 by 250. All right, so check it out. This is 300 by 250. Okay, so this would be this banner size right here. Do you see? It's a bigger size banner. Okay, I told you about 125 by 125. Here's 125 by 125. See this here? Okay, this is the size of the banner. 125 by 125. It's small. It's almost not noticeable. Okay, whereas this one, obviously, it's more noticeable. Okay, so I would go ahead and insert my tracker 123 link right here that has my affiliate link redirected, or have this tracker link be redirected to my affiliate link, and I would grab this code. Okay, of course, after I make a payment for this banner right here, okay, I click on buy it now. It's gonna go to my cart, and then when I pay it, it's gonna take me to the page for me to submit my information. All right, some sites will ask you to submit the actual banner image, which in this case, just the banner image. You just right click on it, save image as on your computer, and just upload that. Okay, and along with that, you would have to upload your actual link, your banner URL, your website, your sales site URL. In this case, it would be this URL right here. That's a tracker 123 URL. Okay, and some sites will ask you to actually submit this code right here. Okay, in this case, you will just submit this entire code, just copy, boom, submit it, you're good to go. All right, very, very, very simple process, nothing complicated about it. What I will do in the next video is I'm going to walk you through the BBT method. It worked out really, really, really well for me, and that gets me really like laser targeted traffic. A lot of times, a lot cheaper than that I can get for the at the different banner networks. Okay, so this is how you get your banners placed through the banner networks. And again, if you look at the at this page right below this video here, all right, you will see that we have different resources for you to check out. All right, we've got different banner media networks here. AdBright is a good one here. BuySell Ads is a good one. All of these are really, really good networks. I have personally advertised on all of them myself, and the basic setup is going to be the same. Okay, selecting your category, submitting your ad, follow the instructions, step-by-step process, nothing to it. Okay, you'll be just fine. I believe in you. So with that being said, let me walk you through this BBT method in the next video. I think you're going to find it really interesting, something definitely to check out. All right, we'll see you there. So we have now officially came to the BBT method. If you have never heard of the BBT method, it's because I made it up. Heck, sounds good, so why not, right? Initially I discovered it I discovered this method several years ago, and I discovered it by accident, really. I did not know, that it would be called the BBT method when I first discovered it, but started to play around with this and boom, results started to come in, and I really, really like the results. And so I have been implementing this consistently in my personal business, getting tons and tons and tons, and say it with me, come on, tons of traffic using this method alone, which I have since called the BBT method. And I'm about to walk you through this and show you exactly how this works. Now, ever since I discovered it and started to implement this, right now it's not a secret. There's a lot of people using this method right now. So I'm going to walk you through this. It's not complicated. It's nothing to it. It's not difficult at all. Anybody can do it. Any 12-year-old or 11-year-old kid can do this thing. But you have to do it properly, and you have to know exactly what to do first, second, third, and so forth. It's kind of like a recipe. If you're missing one ingredient or whatnot, you're just not going to have the same cake, as if you had all the ingredients, all right in the right order, all that kind of stuff, right? So let's talk about this. Here is the magic formula. Believe it or not, yes, there is a magic formula to this BBT method. I'm going to walk you through this in just a second as soon as I get a sip of water. You gotta excuse me or give me a break, because I've been talking for a long time here and was started to lose my voice in that last video. Hopefully this one is going to be a little better, because I got I got my throat hydrated again. All right, so let's talk about the magic formula for this BBT method. You ready? You ready? Writing things down? Here we go. Step numero uno in this formula is we got to locate laser targeted blogs. Okay, keyword here is not, it's not banner distribution sites. The keyword here, my friend, is blogs, preferably other people's blogs. All right, so we're gonna locate laser targeted blogs, and we're gonna buy ad space, right? Duh. Really, really simple. Third thing is we are going to get laser targeted traffic. Because we're going to be advertising on these laser targeted blogs. Yep, heavy stuff. And then last thing we're going to do is we're going to track our results. All right, so let me do this. Let me walk you through each one of these 4 things. Or actually, I'm going to walk you through 3 of these. Okay, so 3 out of these 4. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. The only thing I'm not going to show you how to do is how to get laser targeted traffic. Well, that component will take care of itself. All right. If you take care of component number 1 of this formula, and component number 2, and component number 4, component number 3 will take care of itself. Always does. I don't know. It works like magic if you do it right. So here's how you do it. Let's pop over to our Internet Explorer here, and let me show you how it works. So the offer I'm going to be promoting, if you remember from the last video, is this fast cash commissions. Okay. So this is my offer. This is what I'm going to be promoting. Again, this is just an example purpose here for you. This does not mean that you have to promote this offer. In fact, don't promote this offer. I don't want you to promote this offer. Okay? I don't want gazillion people promoting the same thing, because it's not going to work for you. Okay? You have to be creative. You have to come up with your own stuff. And I just showed you over the last couple 3 videos. I showed you how to get an offer. How to pick an offer, how to, get your banners and all good stuff, right? So I'm not gonna repeat myself. I just want to show you this BBT method and how you can utilize this in your business. Okay, so this is the offer I will use for this demonstration purpose here. Fast cash commissions. You are familiar with that by now. So here's what we need to do. All right. So the first step is we need to locate laser targeted blogs. Right. The keyword here again is blogs. And the reason is, the reason it works so awesome is because, well, instead of just me telling you this, let me just show you this. All right, let's pop over to Google here real quick, and let's go to our good old keyword tool. All right, so Google keyword tool. Here we go. And we're gonna click on this little thing. By the way, if you want to get here, and sometimes it shows like Google Keyword Tool in the description here in the title. Sometimes it doesn't. Like for when I'm recording this, it just says untitled. As you can see here, I don't know why Google does that, but the URL that you want to go to is this one right here. Okay, so just adwords.google.com/select/keyword tool external. I have no idea why they don't just come up with something like googlekeywordtool.com. I don't know. It's weird. Google, maybe we need to send them a suggestion or something. Anyway, so we're going to click on this. We're going to get to this Google keyword tool. All right, now, when I promote this offer, and when you promote an offer, you have to, you will know who your market is, right? So there's going to be, 1 or 2 or 3 like main keywords that will identify that market. Okay, so in my example here, I am going after the the make money online type niche, right? So of course my people are going to be looking for keywords like how to make money online, how to earn money online, how to start an online business, that kind of stuff, right? So let's say if you're promoting, well, one thing you can do is, like I showed you in the last video, which is, if you go for like, if you go after like specific niche type products, and especially if you have a sales page or a sales letter for your product, that's a long form written sales letter which just like loaded with different keywords and stuff. You can just take that URL for that product you're going to be promoting and just pop it right into this Google keyword tool here, just like I showed you in the last video, right? So if I'm losing you here, just go back, and watch that video right above. Okay, that will walk you through this. But for my example here, because this is a video sales letter, okay, let's see, where is that at? Fast cash commissions. All right, so as you can see here, this is a video sales letter, right? So there is no like keywords for Google to identify. I mean, there is nothing to it. It's just a simple video that plays. So I can't really copy this URL and pop it into my Google keyword tool because there is no text, right? So what I'm gonna have to do here is I'm gonna have to like come up with a keyword, like try to identify like the main keyword for this particular offer, okay, for this niche. And in this case, it would be, we can do, what would be like the main, what would be the main keyword? I guess we can just go after make money online, right? I mean, people are looking for, for ways to make money online. So let me just do this. Let me just say make money online. All right, make money online. So this is going to be a very, very broad keyword that will identify this niche. Okay, so what I mean by broad is, we're not talking about like make money online blogging or make money online with SEO, you know what I mean? So it's just make money online, so it's folks who are looking for ways to make money online or for opportunities, that kind of stuff. And that's exactly who we want to target, because my product, incidentally, is supposed to teach people how to get commissions, yeah? So obviously it's going to be a targeted product for what we have. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. If I showed, like I showed you in that last video, I'm going to change the match types here from broad to exact. Okay, so I need to know exactly, laser like bullseye type exact, of how many people are looking for this keyword, this phrase. All right, how many people are actually typing this entire phrase in Google on a monthly basis? And to do that, I'll have to change my matching type to be exact. All right, so let me put in this CAPTCHA here, ANDENLYNON, I think. All right, so I'm usually not good at this stuff, but looks like I got it. Okay, cool. So we know that exactly here for this keyword, and here it is. All right, so we have 135,000 searches a month. Okay, 135,000 times this keyword is being searched on a monthly basis, and this entire phrase is being searched. Okay, so this is the first thing that I'm going to do. All right, is I'm going to make sure that my market is there. I want to make sure that there is enough searches for whatever keyword that I'm going after. All right, because I obviously need exposure with my banners. When I advertise with banners, I need to get in front of eyeballs, right? I need eyeballs on my banners. The more people I can get to see my banner, the better it's going to be for me, right? Because the click-through rate on the banner, it's about 5%. If your banner is pretty good, it's about 5% on average. Okay, click-through rate. Now, some banners obviously, are getting a lot more than that, but just to be kind of on the safe side, I'd say, about 5% on a banner on a blog. Okay, it's what you're looking at as far as the click-through rate. If you have a good, banner, for your product. Okay, so 135,000 people who are looking for that particular keyword. That's my group of people that I can target. And what else we can do here is we can just sort this by the number of searches, and we can see here make money online gets the most number of searches. There is also, this is beauty about this is, Google is going to give me other other kind of similar keywords, and again, these are exact phrases that people are typing into Google on a monthly basis, right? So make money, how to make money fast, how to make money online. And see, my niche is make money online, not just make money. Okay? So here's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to simply click on this keyword, all right, right here, just like that, and it's going to take me to Google. Okay? And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for blogs that I'm going to be advertising on. I'm looking for laser targeted blogs. So think about this. 135,000 people are typing this exact same thing in Google, all right, and this is what they see right here. Okay, this is what they see on their screen, all right, 135,000 people a month. Okay, and so the idea here is I'm looking for a personal blog, not some kind of corporation, not the CNN or CBC, Money, whatever. I'm looking for somebody's blog, a person who has a blog. All right, that's talking about how to make money online. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna click through these through different through different blogs here, and just see what comes up. Okay, so let's see let's see what we're gonna find here. Make money online. Quick note here: you don't want to click at the paid ads here, which is this section here. And then this right-hand side here. Anybody can get here if they pay enough money to Google. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a blog that's naturally, organically ranked. Okay, so let's check out this first one here. I'll just click on this first one, and let's see what we get here. Okay, well, this looks like a blog to me. Does it look like a blog to you? All right. So next thing, what I'm looking for is, do they accept advertisement? Okay, do they accept specifically banner ads? Because I'm looking for ways to drive, or I'm looking for banner traffic, right? So it looks like this blog has quite a few banners, as you can see here. Okay, so this would be a good blog for me to advertise on. So this is like 300 by 250 banner right here, good size banner. See this? So if I can get on this blog and I can place my banner on this blog, guess what? I'm getting in front of very, very laser targeted people, okay, who are already looking for what I have. Make sense? Simple stuff, nothing complicated, but here's what you need to know. Before I do that, before I start contacting this blog owner and and give him some money for him to place my ad on his blog, or from my banner on his blog, here's what I'm going to do. I need to take one more step, and I need to make sure that this blog really gets traffic, okay? Because some bloggers might be a one-time hit wonder kind of deal, and they might be ranking today and tomorrow, they're like nowhere to be found on the first 10 pages of Google, right? So I want to make sure that this blog gets consistent traffic and it's ranking pretty good as far as the traffic goes, right? So there's enough consistent traffic for me on a monthly basis. And here's what I'm going to do. I will copy this top URL here, okay, right in here. In our case, it's going to be moneyonline.net. Now, I will go back to a little thing called Alexa.com. All right, it's a cool little site called Alexa.com, which is, what they do is they rank, they index every single website in the entire world, and they'll tell you how the site is ranked, on their charts. Okay, so I will just go to Alexa.com. And I'll just simply paste this URL that I just copied. All right, I'm going to click on Go. And I will take a look at the Alexa traffic rank, okay, as you can see here. So here's how this works. If you are not familiar with Alexa, basically the name of the game is you want to be, you're looking for sites that will be ranked as low as possible. As low as possible. Well, let me rephrase that. Let me make it a little bit clearer to you. You are looking for this number, okay, these numbers, to be as low as possible, and the lower the number, that means the higher the rank. You with me? Okay, it's not complicated stuff. The lower this number, so for example, Google, if we go to Google and check out google.com, it's ranked number 1. All right, so Google is the most visited website in the entire world. Make sense? Facebook, I think, is number 2. Let's check it out. All right, yep, I was right. So Facebook number 2. Do you see what I'm saying here? Yahoo. All right, so the Yahoo is number 4. I wonder what number 3 is. Probably YouTube. Let's check it out. Check it out. YouTube is number 3. So YouTube just officially surpassed Yahoo. Wow. interesting stuff. So you see what I'm saying here, right? So if we go back to our little site here that we're researching, all right, Make Money or MoneyOnline.net, this site is ranked number 87,000 worldwide. Or actually, pardon me, it's 87,977, that's US. This is US traffic rank, and 107,000, this is worldwide. Now, here's the rule of thumb, okay? The rule of thumb is this. If I'm going to advertise on this site, which is, okay, so here it is. So in our, the site we're looking at is this one right here. So if I'm going to advertise, if I'm going to consider placing my banner ad on any type of site, all right, I need to make sure, this is my personal preference. Again, this is, for me, I'm just telling you what I'm doing. You can do whatever you want, right? I'm just telling you how I do things. So for me, the site needs to be ranked at least in the top 100,000 worldwide. Okay, so obviously the lower the better. But if the site is ranked like over 100,000, like if it's 150,000 or 180,000 or 200,000 plus, okay, I'm not going to bother with it because they're just not getting enough traffic for me, to even go there. Okay, so I want the site, if I'm going to consider advertising on any particular site, I want that site to be ranked in the top within the first 100,000 in ranking. Okay, makes sense? So 50,000, 60,000, 70,000, 20,000, the lower the better, but no more than 100,000 worldwide. When we're talking about US traffic, I'm looking for probably in the top 80,000 or so. Okay, so that's kind of my numbers that I'm looking for. And this is important because I have found, if you don't pay attention to this stuff right here, you can be advertising on sites that are like ranked 2 million or like 500,000 or whatever. You're just not gonna get any traffic, and you be frustrated. You're like, man, what the heck? I'm not getting traffic. What's up with that? Well, it's because that site is not getting enough traffic. Okay, if obviously if they're not getting enough traffic, you're not gonna get traffic and clicks to your sites, to your offers, and of course you're not gonna make any money. And so the name of the game here for you is to make money. Yes. So we want to advertise on sites that will be ranking in traffic. Now, man, I've been going on for 15 minutes. Probably could have explained this to you in 35 seconds. But again, I want you to understand this stuff. Okay, so don't want to cheat you out of any information. Let's just let me show you this thing step by step. Okay, so let me go back to the Google here. Where is our search results? Okay, so here it is. Let's go back and let's take a look at something else. Let's see, hopefully we can find something that would be a better example here for us. Okay, so here's another blog, and as you can see here, there is a lot of banners, right? So there's a lot of banners, so this is a good targeted blog for me. So again, next thing what I'm going to do is copy this URL right here. All right, let's go back to our keyword tool here, or actually Alexa. I've been talking for too long, can you tell? And let's paste this in here and let's see what this site is ranking. Okay, so as you can see, this one is ranked in 29,000. Let's go back, 29,000 worldwide. So this is a good ranking. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Good. This is an example of a good ranking site. 16,000 US. Okay, good stuff. All right. So what I could do, and again, remember this is targeted site. Okay, targeted visitors. So what I could do is I could go to this place here, and I can say, hey, here's a link. Okay, sometimes, or I should say a lot of times, these bloggers will tell you, or will have a link, something like advertise with us or advertising opportunities, something like that, that would indicate that you can place an ad with them. Okay, and so I can go and just click on advertise with us, and let me just take a look at what they have. So they are getting approximately 8,000 visitors per day. Okay, 8,000 visitors per day, as you can see here, which is good. 22,000 page views, pretty good stuff so far. And so here they're talking about their advertising options. Okay, so this is some option. These are my advertising options that I can choose from. Different banner sizes, as you can see here. So 468 by 60, which is right here, as you can see here, 468 by 60, which is a good place to put your banner, by the way. All right, it's above the fold. Remember last video I told you it has to be above the fold. Okay, good place to put your banner. Like for me personally, I have found the best converting banner. Again, you have to kind of take a look at the price and everything like that. But if the price is all right, if it's decent, the best converting banner size, and yes, size does matter in this case, it would be the 300 by 250. Okay, this size right here. Okay, this size right here. So in this, according to this site here, 300 by 250, it would cost us $1,000 per month. Okay, $1,000 per month. So before you freak out, let me do this. Let us do some calculations. Okay, so we are going to pay $1,000 per month to place a banner on this site. Okay, so one thing I want to clarify is this: is how many impressions will I get for that $1,000? According to their guide, or according to their information here, they get 8,000 visitors a day. So let's take a look at this. So let's say if they are getting 8,000 visitors a day, if I'm going to place my banner on this top, above the fold, on the first, home page, whatever, right? And obviously, so I would assume that I will get, let's say, 8,000 views or 8,000 impressions per day. You with me so far? So let's say that it's on a rotator, blah blah blah. Let's say that let's say that I will get 4,000. Okay, let's cut it in 50%. Let's cut it in half. 4,000 per day, and again, I would have to verify this with the blogger. So, but let's say if it's 4,000 per day times 30 days, so I would get about 120,000 impressions to my banner on a monthly basis, okay, per month. So for $1,000, I get about 120,000 impressions. So let's say if my banner converts, or actually if my banner click-through rate is about, let's say, 5%, which is about average, okay, I would get about 6,000 clicks to my banner. So 6,000 visitors to my offer, okay? So far so good, yes? So let's say if my offer is converting at, let's say average conversion rate is about 2%, okay? And if that's the case, I have 120 sales for that banner per month, okay? That's in 1 month. All right, so 120 sales based on 2% conversion rate, about 6,000 visits. And if I'm promoting a product, and let's see here, what was my average? Do you remember what was the average commission on this one here? All right, so we're getting $42. All right, so $42 is the average commission on that product that I'm looking to promote. Again, in this example, yours might be different. So 120 times $42, or what was that? 42, 43 bucks, 43 bucks. I'm looking at $5,000 in commissions, okay, generated. So if I pay them $1,000 divided by $5,100 in commissions, I'm looking at about 19.6%. So about 20% is my advertising cost. Okay, that's a good deal. You see what I'm saying? Now, would you pay $1,000 to make 5,000? I would do it all day long, my friend. But one thing I'm going to do before I, actually go ahead and hit go on this is I will contact these guys and I'll say, hey, how many impressions can I get for my banner? Okay, so if I pay you $1,000, how many impressions will I get? Now, do you see how this all comes together? So this is a laser targeted website. Okay, for what I have, they are getting tons of searches. 135,000 people are searching for this thing, right? And if I can place my banner in front of those 135,000 people, I should be in pretty good shape. So this is the approach I have been implementing, and I call this BBT method, which stands for blog banner traffic. Okay, clever, yes, I know, but it works. It works. Good name, and it works. So I'll stick with it. Now that's what I do. Consistently on a consistent basis. Now, let's go back to our search results here, and let's take a look at something else here. Okay, let's take a look at something else. All right, we got, let's see, bring the fresh, here's something else. Okay, so it looks like this is just a sales page. Remember, we're looking for a blog, right? Now, stuff like about.com, this stuff is not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a personal blog, all right? Because a lot of these bloggers, believe it or not, they are not, they're good bloggers, but they're not good marketers, okay? So we can utilize their efforts, and we can utilize their ability to get first rankings on Google, whatever, and to promote our stuff. So this is another blog. Looks like he's got different banners over here, as you can see here. So let's check this guy out. Let's see, or gal. Let's see what they're all about. Okay, copy. And again, we remember what we're going to do, right? We're going to go to Alexa and we're going to check their ranking. So check it out, 29,000. We got 14,000 US. Pretty good, right? Looks good. Now let's see if we can find, you know, if they are allowing advertisers, which they are. I mean, I clearly, you know, he's got different banners and whatnot on here. Let's see if he's got advertise or anything related to that we can check out. Some of them will not. Some bloggers, like I said, they're you know, a lot of these bloggers are good bloggers and they know what they're doing when it comes to like SEO stuff, but they are not good marketers. So here's what I'm going to do with this one. I will contact him. You know, you can even hit him up on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube and just contact this person, this blogger, and just say, hey man, you know, I'd like to place an ad on your blog. I'd like to place my banner ad. You know, how much would you charge me to do that? And so you could be on his blog, you can, with your banner, again, very, very targeted. You know, he's ranking pretty high on Alexa, so obviously he's getting a lot of traffic. Why not utilize that to our advantage? You know, why not get in front of those people? This is your market. This is your target market right there. Okay. So let's take a look at something else here real quick. 53 ways to make money. So as you can see, most of these, you know, rankings here are blogs. Okay, check it out. You know, here's another blog that we can take a look at. Okay, so 100 ways advertise. Okay, so let's take a look at this one here. So this one is getting 3,000 visitors a day, looks like. Okay, Alexa rank is 17,000. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So let's see if they have 300 by 250. All right, so this one is going to cost us $800 per month. Again, 3,000 visitors. You know, let's say, and it doesn't say that it's a rotator, so I don't think that this can be on a, but you know, set on a rotator. So 3,000 visitors a day, approximately, times, you know, if we have 5% click-through rate or you know, click-through on our banner, 150 visitors per day times 30 days, on average 4,500 visitors per month, times, you know, if we have 2% conversions on our offers, which is about average, 90 sales a month, times, you know, 43 bucks that we are going to be making for every sale, you know, looking at about 3,800 bucks. So would you pay $800 to make 3,800 in a month? I would do it. You know, why not? So this BBT method thing has been, you know, this is exactly what I do. You know, pick an offer, get an offer, boom, do your research, targets, you know, laser targeted blogs. And, you know, the beauty about this is, you know, when you get, let's say you do your first campaign, you don't have to set like 10 of these all at the same time. You do your first campaign, you know, you find an offer, you find, you know, do your research, do the BBT method, implement this, you launch this, okay, you deploy this method, and, you know, you let it run, you make some money, all right, you take about 50%, or if you want to, if you're able to, take like 75 or even 100%. So if you made, you know, 3,000 or 4,000 bucks, okay, take that money, reinvest it right back into your business, and guess what you do? You get more offers, you duplicate your results. You know, if this thing is working for you, why not? Why stop here? Why not explode this thing, right? I mean, makes sense. You know, just common sense. You explode this thing, and so next month you're making 6,000. You know, 3 months later, 90 days into it, you're making 9,000 a month. So you're spending 3,000, you're making 9,000. Then you take 50% of your revenue. You keep the other 50, you know, go blow it, whatever you want to do with it, and then you take the other 50 and you reinvest it. And guess what? If you do the fourth component, which I'm going to show you, which is tracking, right? You remember there's 4 things, right? Number 1 is you locate laser targeted blogs. Number 2 is you buy the ad space. Of course, just contact the blog owner, say, hey, let me give you some money, place my banner ad on your blog, boom, you're good to go. And so your banner is going to be there for 30 days, 30 consecutive days. Okay, and then you get traffic, and you only have to track. Okay, you have to track your clicks. And so in the last video, I have already showed you this Tracker 123 technology that I'm giving you as a bonus, just for investing in this course, just for, you know, my way of saying, hey, you know, here's let me do something else that's really cool to help you out a little bit. So, you know, by now you know how to use this Tracker 123 thing, right? You simply create. You know, this is from a link from the last video's demonstration. Okay, again, general title, we are going to say, let's say if we advertise on blogstash.com, okay, blogstash.com, stash.com, and we are running fast cash commissions, yes, okay, cash commissions. All right, so this is just for me to know where the traffic is coming from and for what product. All right, so next thing, as you know, we're going to go back here, fast cash commissions. We're going to click on promote. All right, enter our ClickBank ID here, which, you know, same stuff I showed you in the last video. We're going to get this little ugly link here. We're going to copy that, come back to the Tracker 123 deal, paste the link over here, right? And we're going to click on submit links. So boom, it gives us this URL here, this tracking link rather. All right, so this is the link that I'm going to place, you know, in my deal here. All right, so let me go back here. All right, new tab, open this up. So what I'm looking for is get to the promo tools and get me a banner. All right, 300 by 250, which would be this one right here. And remember what I showed you in the last video, we are going to replace this affiliate URL here. All right, we're going to delete that and we're going to paste our Tracker 123 URL. Okay, again, the reason I'm going to do this is so I know how many clicks, how many unique clicks I'm getting to this offer. Okay, and I'm going to assume this offer converts because, hey, it's in a marketplace, it's getting a gravity of 292, so, you know, based on this information, it should convert pretty well for me. All right, makes sense? Again, nothing complicated. You know, if I'm confusing you here, first of all, just don't overcomplicate. This is a very simple thing. It is actually very, very simple. You may have to watch this video 2 times or 5 times, or, you know, I mean, I'm pretty sure if you watch it like 53 times, you probably, you know, you'll be a master at this thing. But I'll insert my tracker link here, and I'll give this code to that blogger. All right, I'll just say, hey, here's my blog, here's my my banner. Okay, here's my banner. Go put it up here, and, you know, when he puts it up here, it's gonna appear, you know, in this place right here. All right, and as soon as somebody clicks on it, or every time somebody clicks on it, guess what? I will have, you know, I'll have people going to and registering and actually, let's see. I showed you this in the last video, but let me go to this URL, this tracker URL, and see for every visit, every time they click on it, they'll end up on this sales page which I'm promoting, and then it will, if we refresh this Tracker 123 deal, you see I just had 1 visit. Well, just because I clicked on my own link. So every time you get somebody to click on your banner, because this link is inside of your banner code, makes sense? You'll get clicks that will be registering here, and so you can check and see, okay, so this place is getting me this amount of clicks, and so if I pay this much money, I'm getting this many clicks. You know, and then you're looking at your, you know, your commissions. All right, so how much money you're making for those commissions, and so that's how you do tracking. I mean, very, very basic stuff, but really important. And so what you do is the game plan here is for you to deploy as many of these BBT methods as possible, these BBT you know, traffic getting magnets as possible. Make sense? Simple stuff, but you do your first one, you make some money, you take that money, you reinvest it back into your business. Next month, you know, if the first test produced well for you, if you got good commissions, you do that over again. Next month you have 2 tests or 3 tests running, then you increase it, and then, you know what? You know, if you got some money to invest, man, you can explode this thing literally, because based on this Google keyword tool, as you can see here, we have, you know, make money online. You know what? You can go after ways to make money online. We got 74,000. Check it out. Brand new blogs. You know, that's your brand new market right here. You go to, you know, how to make money fast. We got 49,000 people searching for this thing. You know, new blogs. Again, you can go after that as well. So the sky is the limit, my friend. And you basically what you're doing is you're laser targeting your market. Okay, laser targeting your market, and, you know, and you're getting those laser targeted visitors to your site. You're making money, life is good, you're happy, you know, you do have to put a little bit of work in, you know, in the beginning, but then it's gonna start snowballing on you. You know, you deploy one of these things, and then next month or next week or in 2 weeks or whatever, You know, you add another one, and your whole idea here is to build this network of you know, well converting and high performing banners for you to bring as much traffic as possible. You know, and of course the end result is for you to make money. Okay, as an affiliate, if you're promoting your own stuff, this works really, really well. This is exactly what I do for my business, for my own products, for my, you know, affiliate promotions. Same stuff I do. I just showed you everything that I personally do. Okay, now it will take practice. You know, you're not going to get rich overnight. You have to actually do this stuff. I can't make any promises. I can't make any guarantees. I can't say, well, just because you watch this video, you're going to be a gazillionaire tomorrow. I would be lying to you. Okay, I'm not going to do that. You have to put this thing to practice. Okay, put it to the test, and just run with it. Okay, but I'm pretty sure if you follow the instructions, if you follow, you know, if you apply the information, you know, that I have presented to you over the last 4 videos or so in this module, you will get traffic to your sites using the banner media traffic method. All right, so listen, I had a blast making these videos for you. My throat is killing me. I will leave it at that. I'll just stop it at this. I mean, it's not complicated. I hope this makes sense to you. You know, if you need to, simply rewatch this video. Hey, you invested in this course. It's yours. You can watch it as many times as you want to. If you watch it 200 times, you know, you probably be a master of this thing. All right, but anyhow, again, I had a blast making these videos for you. It's always fun to, you know, to show you cool stuff and, you know, show you what I do. I want you to get results, so I hope you go out there, apply this information. Listen, I will see you in one of the next modules, or whenever. You know, if you are an elite member, look forward to seeing you on the next webinar. All right, so ciao for now. Have a great day. Bye bye.